Yeah, it's just here with another live game commentary brought to you from our wonderful, marvelous Unranked to Diamond series. This is a series where we play climbing up the ranks and we try and show you really good details on little tips that you can be using and just general ways to be improving as a player and how to really carry these solo queue games as you'll be playing in whatever elo you're in. Right now, this account is in gold 3, so that's where we are right now. We're in like mid gold area. Where am I going? I'm going topside. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Am I going to get there in time? Probably not. Yeah, I got here really late. I don't think I'm going to get here in time. I've got 4 seconds, man. I've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I'm late. It's fine. Fashionably late. That's fine. Rooms of Masteries, guys. Well, actually, before we get into the Rooms of Masteries, I just want to say, okay, so this is our Unranked to Diamond series, right? We really want to teach you guys how to be better players. I'm really, honestly, like, I'm very invested into making these videos the best they can be for you, helping you guys become better players. Like, just really, I really want you guys to watch these videos and come out of it thinking, okay, I'm now a better player watching this, and to really know why you're a better player, and to just really have some. Yeah, that's what I really want. And if you don't comment this video thinking like that, then just let me know down below why. Like, just give me comments, give me feedbacks, and I'll change it and I'll make these videos the best they can be. That's what I'm really into doing for this series, so please let me know. And we're playing Amumu this game now. Amumu is really good in low elo solo queue. He's good in all solo queue, honestly, but especially in low elo solo queue. And today we're actually going to be doing what I like to call the grenade Amumu, not standard Amumu, the grenade Amumu. What a grenade Amumu is essentially just pretty much full damage Amumu. We'll probably be going full damage Amumu because Amumu works best when he's got like a hybrid build or hybrid AP tanky build like Riley's and stuff. But we're going to be a lot of damage this game. We're going to be a lot of damage. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? So this is the grenade Amumu. The reason why it's called grenade Amumu is because you throw him in and he blows everything up. Other people, but often himself as well, because he's so squishy he just dies. But still, that's why I like to call him the grenade Amumu. Rules of Masteries, guys. Your reds, you either want to go hybrid pen or attack speed. Hybrid pen's like obviously more PvP damage, but attack speed helps you clear faster. Masteries, go 12, 0, 18, get strength of the ages. You can go Thunderlords, but even on Grenade Amumu, I find that it's better to get strength of the ages just so you can then afford to get full damage without actually just it being too much squishiness, right? So you just have a little bit extra health. And you know, your clears are a little bit better and stuff like that. You see, I just did a full clear here because, well, why not? You can do that on the Amumu, like you just clear really easily. So I'm just gonna do a full clear and recall here, get my tier 2 jungle white. I'm gonna get the blue smite. I think blue smite is best on the Amumu. You can go trackers. I wouldn't go red smite, but you can go green smite. Nicely done, Alawi. Nicely done. This is patch 6.11 as well, so Alawi actually got a buff in this patch. So I don't know. I'm interested to see if anything cool is gonna happen there, but probably not. Is there anything else I want to say before we really get underway with the game? I really don't think there is. I will say though that most of these games will be streamed live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Foxdrop. So go follow me there. There'll be a link to it in the description down below. Whoops. Go follow me there if you want to see these games live. I do not want that on Smartcast, so there's that. But yeah, one of the reasons why Amumu is so good in low elo is there's a few reasons. I actually just did a video on him talking about this, but one of the reasons why Amumu is so good is because he's tanky. Oh, hello. Leeson did my grump. It's because he's tanky, so it's hard to kind of muck up on him, and it's easy to be the front line, the initiator. And his ultimate is really good for catching people out of position and just like winning team fights by itself. So he's really solid. You'll see as well this game that I don't put a lot of emphasis on doing anything before level 6. Like, I really don't care about doing stuff before level 6 because it's not Amumu's strength. Amumu's strength isn't pre-6. Like, his strength is with his ultimate making big plays. So I don't feel that he can do stuff pre-6, but I really don't think that you're playing to his strengths if you decide to do that. So I don't do that. You know, pretty straightforward, honestly. Oh my goodness, is that her? Get him! There it is. Yes, I did just flash smite the Jhin there. Yes, I did. Okay, is there anything coming down here? 5 seconds on my. I really don't want to get grabbed by that, so I'm not going to stand anywhere near him. That's fine. Excellent stuff. He's already pushing out, so I don't need to help Jhin there. Well, there's another wave coming in, but still. Alright, that was good. I didn't really intend to do a flash smite play, but that's good enough, right? We should have pushed this wave out though. Blitzcrank is right. We should be pushing this wave in. Because now look at this. It's freezing. So yeah, why is Jin saying no? This doesn't make sense to not push this wave, honestly. I should have been there pushing with them as well. I decided not to because I thought they... Well, I don't know. It was a misplay, honestly. I should have helped him push, but... There is the big minion. I'm actually going to put a pink ward down here. This will get a little bit of vision on this side to see if Lee Sin comes and ganks there. Lee Sin at this stage of the game is a lot stronger than I am, so I don't really want to tempt fate too much by like putting a pink ward too deep into the river there or something when it won't really work. What I'm going to do here though, jungling is all about trading objectives, or not necessarily objectives but advantages, right? So if something happens on one side of the map, you want to try and do something on the other side of the map. I don't know where this Annie's where Annie's got it wooded. It looked like she may have actually had it wooded around there, I'm not sure. I think she actually might do. At least Sin's around. But be careful, bro. You know, Lee Sin's right there, bro. Yasuo, mate. Oh my goodness. Mate. He was... I don't know, maybe I should have pinged harder or something. Anyway, it's about trading objectives. And what I mean by that, or trading advantages, is that so Lee Sin did something on the bot side of the map. So I'm going to do something on the top side. So I just take his chickens. It's not a lot, but it's something, right? I take it away from him. And it's something. Anyway, I'm going to get level 6 here off these minis, probably. There we go. So level 6 Amumu, pretty cool. Now I can actually start to do stuff properly and actually be useful. Do I want to go for this Darius here? I'm gonna try and sneak into Darius. I don't know whether he's even going to be around to do something, but I'm going to try and do something. I know that... Okay, Lee Sin's bot side, and I know this guy's red buff is respawning because of these amazing jungle timers that give you information that you totally deserve. No, you're not even a drip of sarcasm on that one. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this red buff away. This is my... Oh! What the hell? How did she die? What is going on? They almost got 3 kills. I don't know how that happened, but okay. So we'll take this red buff away because Lee Sin showed bot side. I'm not sure. We can't get Darius, but it's fine. I'm just going to cry all over this red buff. It's going to be like a chocolate cake for a recently dumped sorority girl. That's what it's called. We don't have frats or sororities in England, so you know my reference game was a little bit weak on that one. But forgive me, I tried. Alright, let's take this mid. What we're gonna do here is just get some damage onto the mid tower. The reason why we're gonna do that is because, well, Annie wasn't there and Yasuo roamed bot, so we're kind of just keeping the lanes pushed in, I don't want to say keeping the pressure up because it's not really pressure, but it's like, for example, it's somewhat pressure because like Annie, if she sees that I'm knocking down her mid lane, she's going to go and defend the mid. She's not going to go bot. She's not going to go and try and be part of that play or anything like that. You know, she's not going to be involved in that play. So it's good for our team if I can force her to go somewhere. And in this case, that would be back to her own lane so she can't go and make the play. Now, in the Amumu jungle, you want to be maxing your E. And go E, QW. That's your skill order you want to do. You max your E because it gives you the most damage. And also you take less damage as well. And then Q second because it reduces the cooldown and increases the burst a little bit as well. I don't really want to use my ult here, so I'm not going to. Like if I can hold off on my ult for a while, that's perfect because it's it's really really good ult. So I want to only use it when I have to. Shit. Oh, all right then. I'm so slow. Oh my goodness, that was really awkward. Alright, well, that was bad. I was like, I don't know, I thought maybe I could do something there. I was a little bit hung out to dry there, I will just say, but I'm not going to blame anyone because here's the thing, right? So here's the thing. This is in solo queue where I think that the worst thing you can do in this situation is what happened here is where I jump in, I try to do something, it doesn't work out. Now, am I in the wrong for making that play? Yes. My smite wasn't up, I couldn't get that, it was greedy. I did think I could maybe get Lee Sin as well, but I missed my Q because he jumped out and I didn't realise. However, Yasuo, full health, after I just gifted him a kill in mid lane. Actually, I got the kill, but you know what I mean. We just get a kill in the mid. Instead of coming to contest the dragon, he stays and pushes mid on full health. Now, whenever you die in League of Legends, the first thing that you do, if you were to like look over someone's shoulder, the first thing you'd see them do when they die, right, is they do this. Okay? They do that. They look at the nearest person, the nearest ally, and they just look around, you know? It's funny that they do that because it's almost hideously apparent that they're looking. It's almost like the symbolism is just ripe, you know? It's just disgustingly ripe right there with the fact that they're actually literally looking around for things to blame. And it's so easy to just say, oh, you know, you should have done this. Because your teammates aren't going to play perfectly. It's so easy just to say, like, oh, Yasuo, mate, why did you push that mid out? You're on full health. Help us stop the dragon. What are you doing? So easy to say that. And honestly, it's not like it's an it's not like it's an unrealistic criticism. But the thing is, like, that criticism doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form. It does absolutely nothing. The only thing that does is it stops me from realizing how much I mucked up, because I'm like, oh mate, Yasuo, what you doing? It doesn't help, you know, absolutely doesn't help. It's only natural, really. It's only natural to want to deflect blame and to look at other things, because it's hard to take criticism as a person. It just is. That's just the way it is. It's just, if you're human, which I'm pretty sure most of you people are watching this video, it's just hard to accept that you've made a mistake. And it's a good trait and quality in life to have humility and to be able to accept and to admit when you've made mistakes. But you really can't look around, even if mistakes were made, even if you've got a point. It really doesn't help you in any way, shape or form. It absolutely doesn't. And that is the number one thing that will keep you stuck in low elo, is because firstly, if you try and call out other people's mistakes, you're gonna tilt them, you're gonna piss them off, and then that's just gonna make you're gonna argue within each other, and that's just gonna be bad by itself. And secondly, you're gonna be inhibiting yourself from improving in multiple ways. Like, you cannot improve if you're always looking at other people and seeing what they've done wrong. You're not going to improve that way. You're just not going to improve that way. It's just not going to happen. Was that entirely necessary, Mr. Lowy? Alright, let's see if I can get this red buff here. Unlikely, but possible. I got the minis at least. Okay, we're going to get it again. Because Lee Sin's making a play down bot side. We don't have our ultimate up, so that's going to be a bit tough to make a massive play, but he's not really doing anything, honestly. I don't know. This is a bit of a, like, this Lee Sin should be more aware to secure his buffs when they're up, because he's just lost his jungle for no real reason here. Like, he's not achieving anything either. Like, there's nothing really for him to do here. And there's no reason for him to be losing his buffs like this. But I do need to be careful. Like, I don't want to fight this like this. Like, I'm without my ultimate, I certainly don't want to be doing anything here. Like, I really don't want to be doing anything here. Like, Amumu with his ult up is intensely powerful, but with it down is hideously weak. It's a night and day when your ult's up and when your ult's down. Now that is a bad thing in situations like this when your ult is down. But when your ult is up, it's a really good thing. Like, and this is. The later the game goes on, the better it is for you as well, because it means you can pick a fight when you've got your ult up and you know you're going to win that fight. I've been ignited, but I don't really know the capabilities of that Annie. I'm a bit nervous because I'm really, whenever I see the new Tibbers, I get extremely nervous because he's bloody strong and I don't understand how it works. You know, people fear what they cannot understand, you know. I'm pretty sure Syndra says that or something as a champion quote. So, do you know what I mean? Right, we should be doing this dragon soon. It's up in 40 seconds. It's going to be a good next objective. I'm actually going to put pink ward down here. I don't think that pink's going to last very long, but I'm going to put it down anyway. You saw how, by the way, I disappeared into the bush before I put the pink ward down. If I wasn't in the bush, fuck me. If I wasn't in the bush, then they would know that I'd put the pink down because they would have seen me do it. They would have seen me do it because the wolf spirit would have seen me there, and they would have seen the little animation that I'd cast a ward. So I walked into the bush so that I wasn't seen. But anyway, I really should be recalling here, actually, shouldn't I? I've got a... yeah, this is bad. I shouldn't... I'm getting greedy here. I should just recall here. The thing is, like, I should recall because I've got a lot of gold to spend. Whenever you've got a lot of gold to spend, it really is a waste if you don't spend it. Anyway, let's see. This is why Amumu is so good at this in this solo queue. Because you do stuff like this. You just jump into the fight, you press a button, and pretty much win the team fight just like that. Wasn't all me, but you know. I got a flash queue up, but do it. What's that? Alright, that's fine. Now these guys are... we got this, but I'm just going to go and help Jin here. There we go. So the second item I'm going to buy here, my first main item, I guess you could say. Does it look like... wait, is my webcam a little too high here? It's a little too high. There we go. That's better, isn't it? That's better. 16 minutes into the game and you can actually see me now. I'm not just like talking like this. Like, hey guys, I'm just gonna be playing some Amumu. What's up, boys? You can actually see my face. There's an actual person talking to you. How does that feel? Anyway, so yeah, Riley's is gonna be my first time gonna be bought here. I really like Riley's on Amumu, especially once they changed it in this season 6. Yes, because like it gives you a lot of AP now as well. But basically, a lot of health is great on someone like Amumu who's gonna get in there and stuff. But also the slow is so good with his tears. Like everything around him is just slowed. It's so juicy. It's so useful. I love it. Stats are great. Slows are great. It's just really nice, honestly. And actually, it works off your runic echoes as well. So the splash from your runic echoes counts towards the Rileys. So that's nice. Anyway, I do want to get some like CDR, but I'm probably going to go Proto Belt for some CDR. Maybe I should rush Proto Belt actually. Should I do that? I don't know. It's a new item, so I'm not used to like really buying it that much. But yeah, you don't always need your ultimate, as you can see here. Ooh, just in time, boys. Wind wall, clutch wind wall. Yeah, I mean, Amumu has a lot of damage when his ultimate is down, but if you really want to force something, you really want to make a play happen, then you do want your ult up. So it's something you got to bear in mind, but you shouldn't feel useless without your ultimate. You really shouldn't feel useless without it. Anyway, let's move into the red buff here. I'm going to take this away again. This is why in solo queue, I think team comps are limited in how useful they are for reasons like this. I'm an Amumu, and this, I'm probably not going to be able to take this right here, but if I were to take this, this would be the third red buff I've taken off this guy. Oh shit. And I'm an Amumu against a Lee Sin. Like, if you're going to say what matchup would the person be able to counter jungle, you wouldn't say it's the Amumu. Wow, that was really good. Holy shit. It got him. It's probably going to get him killed, but that was pretty... ah! There it is. What? Like, it's... I mean, I didn't get it, so it's not my third one, but still. You know, it's just the way you play. The way you play the game, the way the game's unfolding, these are all more important factors, in my opinion, to influencing, you know, what you can do rather than who you're playing. Who you're playing helps, but it's not the end of the game. Alright, I am a little bit happy that we're throwing a little bit here, because I was feeling like, you know, I want this game to last a little while. I don't want it to be over really soon. Because I want to be able to show you what Grenade Amumu is like later down the line. So I've gone for the Sork boots here. I could go for CDR boots, but I've gone for Sork boots. Both of them work fine. The reason why I'm not going CDR boots is because I think that guy forgot to yeah, to press R. The reason why I'm not going CDR boots is because you tend to accidentally get a lot of CDR nowadays, just because of the way the item builds work. Gripex? Gripex, the real Gripex. Amumu. I'm Amumu, sorry. At least in mate, you overstood your welcome a little bit there. So yeah, you tend to get a lot of CDR and just like by mistake, honestly, nowadays on casters. So I'm gonna go Proto Belt next, and if I go Zonya's, which is a really good item on Amumu, then that's giving me CDR. Abyssal's a really nice item on Amumu that gives you CDR. Lots of items are good on Amumu that gives CDR, so yeah, I'm gonna get Proto Belt, and then I'll probably get I don't know what I'll get actually. I'm honestly not sure. Like, Zonya's would be good. So I didn't mention it, but motherfucker. I didn't mention it, but I'm going to mention it here. Just the fact that my trinket upgrade, you want to be upgrading into the red trinket pretty much at level 9. Quite important. It allows you to control the map more with vision. It's quite important as a jungler to be able to do that. So you know which play, you have more information to work with because you know the information that the enemy has. Is that a fresh Tibbers? Yes, it is. All right. So I can easily just get in here and do like a 5-man ultimate under the tower, but is that what I want to do? Not really. So I'm going to be a little bit careful how I pull the trigger here. This grenade Amumu, you know, it's fun to just catch as many people as possible, but you could just get your team killed, which is not quite as fun. Yeah. So let's try and avoid that at least. If we can push down mid though, this should be good. Like, we don't need to sit bot. Oh shit, but apparently we do. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Here we go, boys. Wow. Did I really get flayed in my... Did that just happen? Yes, it did. Block the zap. Alright. There it is. That was an ace. I can't believe I got flayed during my Q. That was going to be like a 3-man ult, and he just cop-blocked me really hard. Holy shit. Oh well. Yeah, that... I wasn't a fan of that engage there because we were both mid. Like, it was unlikely that we'll get anything done in that bot lane. So it was just a smart idea. We got them bot. Let's rotate to mid to take that mid tower. However, staying with your team... This is one of those adaptations where playing different elos tend to play differently, and people are always fighting in this elo. So you don't want to leave people alone. You know, if you do that, then they're gonna, not only are they gonna die, but they're gonna be angry as well. I'm pretty sure I can't afford Proto Belt. Yeah, how much is it? It's quite cheap though, right? It's 2.5. I'm actually gonna farm until I can afford Proto Belt. But yeah, like the thing is, for example, if these guys fought down here and they died, which I would have considered to be a poor decision, it's those kind of deaths are worth a lot more than just the deaths that happen, if that makes sense. So essentially, people get really angry when that kind of shit happens, to the extent where it's actually a lot worse than just dying as it is, you know? No, I don't have my ultimate up, so... Okay. Did I get rooted by something? I couldn't move for a second there. Good juke. Now, without my ult, I'm pretty useless, honestly. What's that sound? That's so annoying, yo. Is that Jin's guns? What is that? Get that shit out of my face. Alright, let's go for the Proto Belt here now, boys. Proto Belt is more burst damage, gives us more of a gap closer as well. So we Q in, we Proto Belt, we ult. That's the plan. That's the plan at least. I don't know whether it's going to happen, but that is the plan. Let's use our sweeper here to see if we're moving towards the enemy without being spotted by wards, or at least if we are spotted by wards, we'll know about it and we can stomp them out. Pretty sure Annie's gonna be around her blue buff here, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna try something really cheeky. This could not work and I could just die for free here, but this is gonna be a cheeky play. I'm gonna try and catch Annie at her. Okay, for some reason Annie's topside. Proto Belt, baby. There's the grenade. Pop our health potions. Okay. No! I almost 3v1'd. Well, I killed Jinx, yo. That Proto Belt is sick. I love that. Alright, well, I tried. We will get that. We will get that. So let's look at the damage we took. So, yeah, I think in that situation, it is better to have the Zhonya's. But Zhonya's is a lot cheaper now as well, right? So... I think the armor pen, like the spell pen, sorry, spell pen from your Abyssal Scepter is actually really nice because it works really well with your passive. Amumu's basic attacks reduces target magic resist by a certain amount, like it changes as you level up. So when you hit people, you reduce their MR, So if you have Spell Pen, you actually can get people down to like negative amounts of MR, right? Because your Spell Pen will get them down to a certain amount, and then this can actually put people below 0. If I'm not mistaken, it can do that. But having said that, you know what? Fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm going for the Abyss or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's the case because Spell Pen can't put below 0, but reducing magic resist or reducing armor can put things below 0. So I'm pretty sure if you get someone who's really low on spell pen on magic resist, then you can actually get them even lower, like negatives. Someone needs to go and clear that bot. Holy shit! All right, there's a lot of vision here. Something Stevie Wonder's never said. Sorry, that was cool. Someone needs to go clear that bot, but someone also needs to make sure this team does not die, which is more important. Like, it's very important that if we can de-push that bot lane, that's gonna be really good for us. But if I can make sure my team doesn't just die for free here, that's probably even more important for us. So that's my priority here. Trying to make, like, because again, if my team dies here, it's not just gonna be worth the deaths. Firstly, if we die here, that's going to be bad, and we probably lose Baron. But also, people will be so angry that it's just, you may as well just forfeit right there. Because people get angry very easily, and in lower elo, people get angry at everything. So, that's the thing, right? It's just not worth it. It's really not worth having that kind of experience. I would love to do this, but we're so split that it's not going to work. However, hopefully we can still get in here and defend this tower. Come play with me. Really? They didn't even ward this? That seems a little reckless. Oh my goodness, I completely fucked up my proto belt. That is awkward. Please tell me these people are gonna die. I used my proto belt in the wrong direction. I mean, that's a 5-man ultimate right there. That was pretty much like like 2v5 though. Like, I jumped in pretty much by myself. It was good. It's just no one else was there. But it feels good to hit 5 people with an ultimate, right? So it's okay. I was a little too early. My bad. Sorry, team. So here's another thing as well. That is an overstatement. What I just said right there is unnecessarily apologetic. Wasn't really that bad. The fact that they just pushed down mid and we like have 2 people defend, like 2 people taking 1 minion wave, someone TP to defend the top tower. You don't want to do that, by the way. You want to save your TP to get into fights rather than TPing into side lanes to defend. That's generally speaking not what you want to do. Those are mistakes right there. Yeah, I got a 5-man ultimate and we were so, wow, I've just realized that's that whatever, and we were so like just not aware that the enemy team was pushing down mid. We were so late getting onto it. Not really my fault. I did go in too early though, so there's an element of truth there. But I don't need to be that apologetic. I didn't really make that big of a mistake. But the thing is that it's not worth the argument. I would like, it's so worth being overly apologetic and having your teammates not be angry at you. That's just so much more worth, honestly. Yo, the runic echoes. Alright, so my proto belt missed, it hit the Gromp, and then the runic echo splash tagged Darius with the Rileys, and it slowed him down, and I killed him. Alright, fantastic stuff. Alright, I've got my ult up here, but I also am hideously low on health. Oh my goodness. Grenade Amumu! Alright. Pretty much the definition of a grenade Amumu right there, honestly. I'm out of here, boys. I'm out of here. I'm going to get this blue because I have 0 mana. I'm so I'm not going to stay there. I'm not going to stay there. I'm sorry, boys. I can't. If I stay there, I can't do anything. I'm so out of mana. It's just not going to happen. I do want to recall. But I do want to see if the CC gets greedy. No? Alright, that's fine. Alright, let's get out of here now, boys. We'll probably buy Abyssal Scepter here. And then we'll get Zhonya's second, I think. Like, we could go Leandri's here as well. Leandri's would be okay. There's actually a lot of items you can go on Amumu, Grenade Amumu. Death Cap is fine. Leandri's is good as well. And then Zhonya's is good too. So I think those are the three big choices. I could go Void Staff, but it's not really necessary with like such a spell pin orientated build. You could, if you really wanted to, go Rod of Ages as well. I've seen that. It does make some sense. I'm not a big fan of it, but it kind of works. So, yeah. Wow, this is the Infinity Edge Yasuo. I haven't seen Infinity Edge Yasuo in so long. In like a year, probably. As soon as people realize that they can just get Triforce, they just start doing that. I'm not going to get in on that. If I had my ult up, I'd be tempted to, but I'd still be going in way too early. Oh god, 10 seconds. If I get in here, it's not going to be with my ult. I'm just going to be like doing a little bit of a play and then pushing out again. Just get swords here. No, we can't do Baron out of this, but mid is a decent call here. Okay, so here's the thing. Do I stay with my team to push this mid down, or do I do this play where I can bounce this way back and just try and tell my team to be safe? Now, is this going to bite me in the ass right here? Because the thing is, like, I kind of want to demonstrate how important it is to group up with your team. Because this happens, people just die. Like my voice. Are they coming for me? I don't think they're rushing back. Wow, that's not smart. Holy shit, that's not smart at all. Are you kidding me? It's a good thing they stopped doing that, because I was going to come in here and just tear more on your arsehole. Oh god, Protoval Grenade Amumu, boys. Flash Q. Ooh, mate. There it is. We can probably do Baron here, actually. We can do this ourselves. See, now this wave is pushing into top here as well. Do we want to take mid instead? We could end, actually. Yeah, that's... Well, could we end? I don't think we can end. You know what? I'm just gonna go top. Like, I'm not very useful to my team without my ultimate, so there's not really much point me being here. So they can just push mid down. It's only 2 people alive, so they don't exactly need my help. That cheeky cannon CS right there with the runic echoes. And I'm just going to go ahead and take away this tower instead. There we go. And because I decided to split here, not only are we just going to get the mid tower, because I knew my team could already take that by themselves. But now we're going to get the option to get another tower here. So we're going to get the top. Well, we've got 2 towers and an inhibitor, so good stuff. Now my ult's up in 15. Again, not very useful without it, but when it's up, I'm pretty bloody strong. So I'm going to be looking to try and do something here when it is up. Can we sit? Wait for this geezer? No? Okay. Let me get the blue buff then. I'll get blue buff, and I guess if I get enough gold, I can actually rush the Zhonya's. And if I rush Zhonya's, I don't think I've got much to be afraid of, honestly. So let me take this blue buff. I'll get Grom, and maybe I'll get walls as well. I'll actually smite them. Alright, I'll get walls. I'll recall, and I'll get back into the fray. This is a little bad because I ideally want to be out with my team while we're all together. So right now I'm kind of wasting a little bit of time, but what Jhin should be doing is taking this red buff and then going up to group for the Baron. But ideally you don't really want to be in a position where your team, like, we're all buying at random times. Like, if you're gonna go and buy, you want to all do it more or less at the same time. At least outside the lane phase, obviously, like when you're grouped up. Like in the lane phase, just buy whenever you want to buy, obviously. But this is risky because now I'm not really here to secure this as much as I would like to be. But I still get it, so that's fine. Don't hurt me, Annie. I'm just a little grenade, Amumu. Oh my goodness, look at my health, yo. Yo, Tibbers, man. You just Targon's Tibbers to heal me? Thank you. Alright, I'm really low on health, but I'm going to bait someone with my Zonus and we're going to make a sick play here. Are you ready, boys? It's going to happen. I don't have my smite up though. My flash, sorry. I've got smite. Look at this damage. Oh god. Oh! Okay, that's cool. Alright, well, that's a nice end to the game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys, this gameplay. Grenade Amumu. Yeah, like I said, don't forget to leave your thoughts down below in the comments about what you thought about this video and these kind of videos. Yeah, and yeah, don't forget as well, guys, you can find me on Facebook and Twitter and catch me streaming over at twitch.tv/Foxdrop. All those links, like I said, are down below in the description. Go check them out. Like I said, all these games, not all these games, most of these games will be streamed live on my Twitch channel, so there's that if you want to check it out. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day from here on out. And I'll see you in my next